Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance, and welcome back to the daily market close live stream. We are starting at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we will continue until roughly 4:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when we go over the amazing earnings of Intel. So we got some exciting news today. Apparently, Elon Musk showed a video of a Robotaxi doing something really cool, and that sent Tesla stock up like 3 or 4%. So we're going to go check that out. And then right after the bell, which is also my last name conveniently, Intel is going to report their earnings. So we're going to see exactly what happens to Intel stock at 4 p.m. And we had other news that U.S. GDP is now growing at an annualized rate of 4.4%. There was a revised GDP report, which we're going to go check out. There's a Bloomberg article. Apparently, American economy is really hot, really hot. So let's go ahead and see what's going on in the stock market, and then we're going to go check out the news and some of the articles. And we're going to have a great time. Now, if you have any suggestions, you want me to talk about anything specific, $10 super chat, $9 Venmo. You don't like that? Call a lawyer. All right. So what's going on in the stock market? We start with the indices. The S&P 500 as of 3 p.m. is up 0.5%. The total world market is up 0.5% as well. Total international is up 0.62%, trading at 79.10. That's the VXUS ETF. QQQ, this is large cap tech. Top 100 non-financial stocks on the NASDAQ. Large tech is up 0.66%. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is getting close to 50,000. We're at 49,412. And then, of course, small caps are at all-time highs. Are we at all-time highs for small caps? Up 0.82%. So, pretty good day, okay? Who is texting me? What is this? Getting freaking spam texts now. All right, let's go see what's going on with cryptocurrency. Oh, no. Ethereum is currently trading at 2,953. It's down 2.2% on the day. Look at that high. It went all the way up to 4,900, almost 5. It almost broached to 9,000 back in August of 2025. 5,000. And ever since then, it's just totally collapsed. I love that we have all these treasury companies and all these clowns trying to buy into it. And it's just not recovering. I hope it never does. Dogecoin's down 1.9%. Bitcoin, where are we at with Bitcoin? Bitcoin is still flat. Okay, Bitcoin had a high of 126,244 a coin in quotations, back in October of 2025, and it's dropped pretty precipitously, and it's now trading at 89,672. Not much movement there. How unfortunate. MicroStrategy, our favorite stock, is down 0.82%, trading at 162.53. I'm shocked it's even trading there. I would not be surprised if this stock went back to like 10 or 15 or $20 at some point, because it's literally just cash, Bitcoin, an unprofitable business, and a lot of convertible debt. And Bitmine Immersion, my boy Tom Lee, my hero, I need to put him on every thumbnail. I need to do that, okay? Then I'll just get more views, bro. Bitmine Immersion is actually up 0.2%, but, I'm sure all the geniuses have already sold. So crypto was mostly red on the day, but not a collapse, unfortunately. All right, let's check out large cap tech. Netflix is still in the red after their horrible earnings yesterday. That was sarcasm. Apple is up 0.5%. NVIDIA trading at 184.62, up 0.7%. Google trading at 331. I think we're at all-time highs. I think we are at all-time highs. Yep. We're at all-time highs for Google at 330 and 99 cents, up 0.79% today. Schlamazon trading slightly off all-time highs at 234.48, up 1.37% today. Microsoft down a decent amount from all-time highs of 522, trading at 450.73, up 1.5%. AMD flirting with all-time highs. We're about $2 from all-time highs. AMD is currently trading at 254.38, up 1.83%. Tesla, and we're going to cover that amazing tweet that Elon Musk did. I can see why this stock added probably tens of billions of market cap today. Is up 3.5%, trading at 446.50. And Meta has had a splendid day. It's up 5.5%, trading at 460 or 646.74. What was their all-time highs? Ooh, let's go back a little bit. Let's zoom out a little bit. Yeah, Meta's all-time high was 784, so it's still pretty far off all-time highs, but over the long run, over the past couple of years, it's had pretty fantastic returns. So good day for Meta. Meta and Tesla are having a wonderful day today. The YouTuber stocks, any big movers here? Rigetti, my Serengeti, up 6.8%, trading at 25.28. I don't know why. I don't even know if they have profits. Hims, the PP pills. Maybe I should get some of those, okay? I can just last for 2 hours. Why not? Hims up 5.78%, 5.8%, trading at $30.58. Duolingo, catching a bid, bro, up 4.72%, trading at $153.74. You know, Joseph Carlson only needs to, like, I don't know, double from here to break even, or maybe even triple from here. Dave, my battle rave, is at 190.43, up 2.38%. Grab, my flab, up 2.16%. PayPal at 56.95, still close to all-time lows, or at least in the last 5 years. Okay, so mostly all the YouTube stocks are up. Okay, even Palantir slightly up 0.15%, 15 basis points, trading at 165.58. All right, let's look at bonds, my fronds. So we got short-term bonds. The SGov is up slightly. I mean, that's probably just interest accruals. B&D ETF, this is like the total bond market, is up 0.04%, 0.03%. So that means yields slightly came down on the day. And TLT is trading at 87.64, up 0.37% today. I guess nobody's dumping our debt. Commodities, oil, my butt boil, is down 2.22%. Gold is up 2%, all-time highs again, just all-time highs every day. And then the SLV ETF, silver, is up 3.86%. So it just, gold and silver just keep running. It just doesn't stop. It just doesn't stop. I'm sure it will at some point. All right, and we'll skip the GIL and we'll skip the sectors. Let's look at chips. So we got AVGO. That's Broadcom, down 0.72%, trading at 326.38. Okay, flat day for that. Intel trading flat on right before earnings, up down half a percentage point, trading at 53.98. I remember Intel being at like $18. Wow. Okay, if somebody bought the dip down here in the 10s and 20s, I congratulate you. I didn't even realize Intel was going this ballistic recently. This could be a setup for a catastrophic collapse on earnings. We'll see. But, you know, it's got like implicit government backing. So we're in the AI war, and Intel's a U.S. company. So Intel's down half a percentage before earnings. No crazy moves. We'll see after hours. NVIDIA's up 0.5%. Qualcomm is up 0.6%. Micron, oh my Lord, going ballistic. All-time highs of 394.40, up 1.36%. AMD, so close to all-time highs. And then ASML, trading at 1,384 a share, up 1.77%. All right, so we got another green day in the stock market, and I'm very happy because I probably added a couple $1,000 to my net worth today. VT's up 0.5 percentage point. I can't complain. China's up 0.7%. Are we going to have another good year for international? I hope so. All right, so that's the market breakdown. Basically, most of the stock market is green, and crypto's mostly in the red. I thought there was some kind of correlation there. I guess not. Okay. All right, let's do some member-only comments, and then we're going to go dive into some of the exciting news stories. And we have 50 minutes until Intel reports. Once again, if you have a special request, $10 Super Chat or $9 Venmo. Hey, everyone. What's up, Chris? Stepsis, my Epsis. Look at you being all professional and showing up on time. I actually have time now. Shocker. I'm actually at home all the time. America. Someone asks if I'm all cash now. Absolutely not. I'm about 15% treasuries, 85% VT. Ryu, what's up? Why so blue tube? Jazz Hagen, he lost it all on Robinhood's hot dog eating competition predictions. Oh, Robinhood. I love Robinhood. Psych. I hate Robinhood. All green today, unless you're a crypto clown. Watch tomorrow tank or have Trump say something clownish today to tank the futures. Who knows? The trend has been up. Tom P. Hillbilly Steve says, if you get bored one day, you can do a grifter tier list for us members paying your retirement. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'll get around that eventually. I'm pretty busy throughout the day doing these streams, preparing for these streams. I also cleaned my upstairs today. My bathroom looks beautiful now. It's been nice. I finally have time to do random chores every once in a while. Bathroom is pristine, baby. Trump says he wants a Fed chair like Alan Greenspan of the 1990s. Greenspan cut rates early, hiked rates late, and let risky assets run. Own assets or be left behind. I mean, I always own assets, so I'm not worried about it. Sphere is up. What did Dave grab? I don't know. Did Khmer rage quit Tuesday's market sneeze? Does anybody have a clip of that? I will definitely react to Khmer freaking out. AMD went up first, then Intel. Did you complete your Gamer Guild DD on info he sent in? What was the conclusion? I mean, I think it's legit. I'll cover it. I missed those $700 buys of ASML. Triple cash leverage. House is looking good. Love to see you play the piano. Oh, look how sweet and beautiful my house looks after that wonderful cleaning session that I did. And yes, I will definitely be indulging in some piano playing later. All right. Well, that's the member comments up to now. Let's go ahead and check out the news. So the most exciting one is that Tesla stock pops as Elon Musk's post video claiming no safety monitor. That's all Elon has to do, bro. He just posts a tweet for that shows a 10-second clip, and then Tesla adds billions and billions of dollars of market cap. Musk's post comes after Waymo launched Robotaxi services in Miami, adding to the 5 U.S. markets it operates in currently. All right. Tesla CEO Elon Musk said the company started Robotaxi rides with no safety monitor present in the cars in Austin, a long-awaited move. If you're walking around Austin, be careful. This comes after Waymo announced another expansion of its Robotaxi service in the U.S., hammering home its lead in the autonomous space for now. Musk also claimed on Thursday that he expects the company's self-driving service to get EU and China approval soon. Tesla's not doing good in the EU. In China, they face massive competition. They're actually not doing good anywhere. Tesla stock popped on the news, up 3%. In a post on X, Musk said Tesla started Tesla Robotaxi drives in Austin with no safety monitor. Congrats to the Tesla AI team. Let's go see this amazing post. I'm so excited for this. Okay, this video is what moved the stock. All right, let me pause this. All right, let it buffer. All right, pause. Just started. Oh, I'll do Elon Musk. Just started Tesla Robotaxi drives in Austin with no safety monitor in the car. Watch out. Congrats to the Tesla AI team. If you're interested in solving real-world AI, which is likely to lead to AGI IMO, join Tesla AI. Solving real-world AI for optimists will be 100x harder than cars. Really? I thought we were going to have Optimus in our homes any day now, Elon Musk. All right, so here's the video that sent Tesla stock up 3% today. You ready? We got volume. All right. Let's watch this again. Let's watch this. I can see why Tesla stock went up 3.5%. Wow. This proves Tesla's capabilities, bro. Let's do this again. Okay. Someone explain to me what this proves. There's a dude sitting in the back seat of a car that's not even moving, and he takes a crappy video of the car being parked behind a truck at a red light. What is this? What is this music? Sammy Ching? That's not very American of you, okay? So he's definitely got some H-1B visa guy sitting in the back of the car filming a crappy video with his cell phone. And I guess Tesla stock just adds 3.5% to its share price. The guy could have just jumped out of the front seat, gone to the back of his car, filmed the video, and then ran to the front. Is this why Tesla is moving now? It just doesn't stop. The clownery. It doesn't stop. And it says 7 minutes left. So I guess the drive just began. So oh wow, the Robotaxi made it like a couple 100 yards probably, and now it's parked at a red light. Time to buy Tesla stock. Well, I would expect a cooler video, but knowing how fanatical Elon's fan base is, this doesn't surprise me. Oh, okay, so this is why Tesla stock went up. Wow, I'm very impressed there. I can see why. Why is Amelia commenting on this post? Small step for a robot, giant leap for mankind. A guy filming a 10-second cell phone video is a small step for a robot and a giant leap for mankind. Unsupervised FSD is here. Fire, fire, fire. This is so stupid. What a historic moment. Congrats. Very big milestone. Nothing but clownish fluffing. It's just unbelievable. Okay. All right. Let's see if Donald Trump posted any new Truth Social posts. All right, here we go. It's heading back to D.C. It was an incredible time in Davos. The Greenland structure is being worked on and will be amazing for the USA. And the Board of Peace is something that the world has never seen before. We've never had anybody that brings all the world governments together to discuss peace. This is the first time this has ever happened. Very special. Very special. So many good things happening. President Donald J. Trump. Wow. Okay. I guess here's a fluff piece from Fox News. Trump sues JP Morgan Chase and CEO Jamie Dimon for $5 billion over alleged political debanking. Okay. What is it? What is he talking about here? I don't even know what he's tweeting about here or truthing about. Excuse me. All right. So he's ranting about the fake news polls, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Oh, look at this. So here's a post from Fan Trump Army. The U.S. economy just detonated expectations. GDP soaring to a blistering 5.3% annualized growth for Q4 2025. If that's true, that is pretty incredible. Experts are bewildered at Trump's booming economy. No, it's a bunch of rich people spending a bunch of money on consumerism, and it's all the investment in AI. Okay. And it probably has something to do with imports and exports because of tariffs. I'm sure that accounts for it as well. This isn't just strong, it's an economic explosion under Trump, outpacing even China's Q4 at around 4.5%. Okay. Funny. All right, let's go read more about US GDP. Let's see if this article didn't close on me. So we got some news. The U.S. economy expanded at revised 4.4% pace in the third quarter. Now, if you look at like prior projections of GDP growth, they were pretty low. Like, the U.S. is an advanced economy. So when you would look at like IMF reports or projections or forecasts, you would see, 1%, 1.5%, 2%. So if it's growing at a 4.4% pace, and we can actually sustain that, that's pretty incredible, okay? We'll see if it continues. And my stonks can go up, and I can sell more VT and have treasuries. All right, so we have a Molly Smith posting on January 22nd, 2026. The U.S. economy expanded in the third quarter by slightly more than initially reported, supported by stronger exports and a smaller drag from inventories. Now, okay, exports, investment, consumption. Inflation-adjusted GDP, which measures the value of goods and services produced in the United States of America, increased at a revised 4.4% annualized rate, the fastest in 2 years, according to the Bureau of Economic Analysis. All right, so I guess they had some changes here. So the prior estimate of GDP was 4.3%, so they slightly adjusted it higher to 4.4%. GDI... is that gross domestic investment? What is GDI? What is GDI? Economics. In economics, gross domestic income is an alternative measure to GDP, representing the total income earned from all domestic production, wages, profits, interest, and taxes within a country, while GDP measures total spending. Okay, interesting. So no change to GDI. Consumer spending, no revision. It's up 3.5%. Now, people are always confused, but I always say it's rich people spending money, lots of money. If you're a brokey, you're probably struggling with inflation. If you're upper middle class or rich, you're probably having the time of your life. Booming stock market, salaries going ballistic. It's great for people that have high-skilled jobs and lots of assets. If you're just starting out in the workforce or you're just low skill, low income, it's probably not so good. Residential investment, prior, negative 5.1%. Latest revised to negative 7.1%. Wow, that's a pretty steep drop. And then non-residential investment revised up from 2.8% to 3.2%. The report showed one of the strongest back-to-back quarters for growth since 2021. That was during the pandemic when we opened up. So, of course, GDP contracted massively because we were all locked down, and then it exploded to compensate when we opened back up. When the economy was still recovering from the pandemic, companies dialed back the tempo of goods imports after an early year rush to beat Trump's sweeping tariffs. Consumer and business spending have also held up well despite erratic trade policies. Yeah, because everybody knows the trade war is a meme at this point. Against a backdrop of robust growth, along with a steadier job market and inflation that remains above the Federal Reserve's target, policymakers are expected to leave interest rates steady at the next week's meeting. Yeah, we saw that. I think it was like a 95% chance as of this morning that they wouldn't cut rates. Good. I like my interest from my treasuries. Separate data out Thursday showed initial applications for U.S. unemployment benefits remain low. Man, I wonder if I can apply for those. The GDP report showed the central bank's preferred inflation metric, the Personal Consumption Expenditures Price Index, excluding food and energy. And energy's coming down. And I will say, I don't feel like food's that expensive anymore. I just went to Walmart today, right after the market opened, and I got like a bunch of beef. I got chicken. I got pork. I got rice. I got bananas. I got like some decent food, and I spent like $42. I mean, yeah, stuff's elevated in price, but $42 for like a ton of meat and then some other things on the side. Let me see exactly what I got. Okay, hold on a minute. Hold on. I'm going to tell you exactly what Daddy got today for $42. All right. Woo. All right, I got 3 things of instant rice. I got a nice big bag of or a nice big thing of tenderloins, chicken tenderloins. I got 18 eggs. I got some pork chops, bananas, bacon. I got some carne picada, tortillas, and 2 things of almond milk. And yes, I get almond milk because it doesn't expire. That's why. It's not because I'm a soy boy. All that for $42. Or maybe I forgot to ring something up. I don't know. So I don't know. I think food's affordable. And then energy's coming down. I mean, it's obvious. You go fill up your gas tank, it's getting cheaper. Rose an unrevised 2.9% in the third quarter. I mean, that's still far lower than what it was a couple years ago. The BEA is releasing October and November price data along with personal spending and income figures later this morning. Consumer spending, because we're all consumerists in America, the main growth engine of the economy, advanced at a 3.5 annualized pace last quarter. Pretty solid. That reflected the fastest pace of outlays for services in 3 years. I'm telling you, if asset prices are going to the moon, it has like an effect because you feel rich, right? Oh, I'm rich. My stonks are up, so I can go spend like crazy. That does have a psychological impact. It doesn't impact me. I'm immune to that. But for a lot of people, they do it. While spending on goods also accelerated from the previous quarter, business investment expanded at a 3.2% rate, driven by continued outlays on computer equipment. I wonder what type of computer equipment. Investment in data centers, really? Which house the infrastructure for AI, climbed to a fresh record. That is a shock to me. Because swings in trade and inventories have distorted overall GDP in the past year, economists are paying closer attention to final sales to private domestic purchasers, a narrower metric of consumer demand and business investment. This measure climbed at a 2.9% rate, the same as prior quarter. I mean, even if it was as low as 2.9%, that's still pretty solid. Okay, I remember seeing old projections that were a lot lower. All right, so we do have this PCE report. I mean, I think we already briefly mentioned it. We kind of touched on this in the other article. So let's see. Price figures for November reflected 0.2% increases in both goods and services. Food was flat, with energy-related costs rose 1.9% after falling 0.7%. I feel like they've been going down pretty significantly over time. I'm starting to feel hope again. I'm starting to feel like things are going to be okay. All right, so that's kind of the break. That's kind of the big news for today. I mean, nothing crazy, just some GDP revisions. So I have a little thing where I search for the top 10 geopolitical, top 10 stock market, and top 10 economic news in the last 6 hours. Okay, we know tariffs in Greenland. We get it. There's a framework. Trump has the Board of Peace initiative. Some stuff going on in Gaza. Not really crazy news today. The Dow jumps 400 to 500 points. Okay, yeah, we know the stock market's up. Musk's Robotaxi video. That was the most clownish thing I ever saw. U.S. stocks rally on strong economic data. We covered that. Yeah, not much crazy news today. Slight upward revision to Q3 GDP, 0.1% change. Wow. Procter & Gamble revenue missed due to slower U.S. growth. All right, we got about 30 minutes till market close. Let's do some member only comments, and then I guess maybe we can read about the Board of Peace. Oh, oh man. All right, let's do a couple member only comments, and then we'll go cover the Board of Peace. Thank God for Donald Trump. All right, let's do some member only comments here. Let's see. Where do we leave off? Gil's in the house. Steph says, I got the worst possible news you can expect to get this morning. Love you, brother. Might not be here for a while. Gil, what happened, man? I hope everything's okay. I know you're a clown, Gil, and a troll, but I do hope everything's okay with you, okay? What happened, Gil? Too many ice cubes. You should do a live. I am never going in a Robotaxi. I'll wait 10 years, and then I'll maybe do a Robotaxi. I need Elon's robot to execute VT orders when I'm really busy watching Strongman. I would not trust a robot to clean my bathroom. I had to use like different solutions. Like I had to wipe the granite with a certain thing, and then I had to use the certain thing for the mirror, and then I had to use a certain thing for the sink, and then the toilet. Like I don't trust Clown Elon's robot to be anywhere near the level of proficiency to be able to properly clean my house. That freaking robot would probably take like, I don't know. Who's calling me? That freaking robot would probably take the wrong cleaning solution, probably spray like, I don't know, bleach on my mirror or something. Hope you're okay. Hope you're okay, Gil. Yep, me too. I hope Trump wins his suit against Jamie Dimon at JP Morgan. He seems to have a lot of successes. Does the Robotaxi include free avocado toast sandwiches? I've never had an avocado toast sandwich. Not once. Not ever. Bro, I'm up more than the market today, bro. I'm a genius, bro. I'm a genius. Buy my course, bro. I love the Donald Trump post segment, pure comedy and go. It is. I think I had a pretty good setup. We got Trump's Truth Social. We got the news. We got the stock market. We got Poly Market. We got lots of fun things we can look at. Let me know if you got my comment. Don't respond. Strawman obviously just jealous of Trump's success as the best president ever in history. Yeah, I wanted to be the president. I didn't see it. Ryu, hey, Strongman. Hey, Gil. What's up, Remixer Darkin? Okay. All right, Gil's leaving for a little bit, apparently. I got whole milk, but only 1 liter at a time because I live alone. Yeah, I use milk for cereal, basically, but I don't use it fast. So usually every time I would get regular milk, it would expire. So I'm just like, I don't care. I'll be a quasi soy boy. I'll get the almond milk because it lasts like for months. So I never have to throw it out. I had a chicken teriyaki and rice bowl for lunch. Ooh, 8 ounces of chicken. Got chicken breast on sale for $1.99 a pound at Safeway. That's pretty good. And rice is dirt cheap, dude. My lunch was probably $1 today, homemade. Yeah, I made homemade. So I cooked the carne picada or whatever it's called. It's a ton of beef. And then I had white rice, black beans, salsa, a little bit of sour cream, some cheese, and some lettuce. Oh, it was so good. Oh, Daddy. And then after this, I am making pasta, whole wheat pasta with sausage. I'm excited. That's why I start this early, so I have time to cook dinner. Nice. Only around 10% of Americans are actually investing in thinking. The rest just change headlines. There are a lot of clowns. Did you see Kid Rock's Fox interview and his theory on why birth rates are down in the U.S.? I heard about that. I don't think I could watch that on YouTube. I think I'd get in trouble. But he's probably right. It's like a 30-second clip I retweeted if you want a good laugh. No, I saw a summary of it. If you buy WIN now and rates go to 0, you can see free cash flow going up a lot, but not financial advice, bro. Always say not financial advice. I got the chicken at Safeway on weekly ad deal. Heck, Costco had his $2.49 a pound and in vacuum sealed separate bags. Safeway. I don't know if we have those here. I'm literally smoking a Heritage Pasture air-dried whole chicken on my big green egg right now as I watch. Totally worth $4.49 a pound. I'm telling you, it's not hard to eat cheaply and decently, okay? Market is falling hard right now, going in the red, time to buy. Is that true? Let's go look. Are you lying to us, Alan? Well, crypto's in the red, okay? The indices. What do you mean the market's in the red? Is this not updating? I'm still seeing green in literally every single ETF that I have on here. I mean, I guess if you're a crypto clown, yeah, I'm sure the market's in the red right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if Alan was in crypto. Let's see. And yeah, Intel's still down 0.5%. I mean, I don't see any crash. What are you talking about? Looks good to me. All right, let's keep doing comments. Then we'll go read about Trump's peace board, and then we'll watch the market close and check out Intel. Wow, Dan scared Gil off of YouTube. I'm sure he'll be back. Ultra pasteurized milk lasts for over a month in the fridge. Yeah, almond milk lasts like 2 months. Maybe I'll buy SCHD. Lame. Can't stand Costco chicken. I don't go to Costco. Dex is still up bigly. It was heading there, not red yet. Didn't mean at the moment. DXUS kicking Vu Bros again. Good start to the year for international shills. Not bad. Pepe Coffee. Strongman, I'm going to send you an email. Farewell, bro. I really do hope everything's okay, Gil. Seriously. Okay. I know you're a troll, but I don't want anything bad to happen to you. So go ahead, send me an email, but I don't wish anything ill on you, even though you are a troll. All right. We got 24 minutes, and then we have Trump's board of peace. So we're going to read about Trump's board of peace. He just makes me, I don't know what it is. He just makes me laugh. It's this every time I see him, I just burst out laughing. All right, let's read. U.S. President Donald Trump, I thought it was Biden, on Thursday launched his Board of Peace, initially designed to cement Gaza's rocky ceasefire, but which he foresees taking a wider role, worrying to other global powers. Although he said it would work with the United Nations. Yeah, I guess we need the UN and the Board of Peace. Once this board is fully formed, we can do better, pretty much whatever we want to do, and we'll do it in conjunction with the United Nations, Trump said, adding that the UN has great potential that had not been fully utilized. Oh, is he making a new UN? Trump, who will, of course, chair the board, invited dozens of other world leaders to join, saying he wants it to address challenges beyond the stuttering Gaza ceasefire, stirring misgivings that it could undermine the UN's role as the main platform for global diplomacy and conflict resolution. Yeah, we have 2 UNs now. While regional Middle East powers, including Turkey, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, and Qatar, as well as major emerging nations such as Indonesia, have joined the board, global powers, these aren't global powers? That's not nice. And traditional Western U.S. allies have been cautious. Trump says permanent members must help fund with a payment of $1 billion each. Where's the money going? I wonder where that money's going. You could join my board, but it's going to cost you $1 billion. Oh, why is Trump coin mooning? And Reuters could not immediately spot any representatives from governments of top global powers or from Israel or the Palestinian Authority at the signing ceremony. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said the board's focus would be on making sure the plan for peace in Gaza was fulfilled, but that it could also serve as an example of what's possible in other parts of the world. Apart from the U.S., no other permanent member of the UN Security Council, the 5 nations with the most say over international law and diplomacy since the end of World War II, has yet committed to join. Russia said late on Wednesday it was studying the proposal. Yes. After Trump said it would join, President Vladimir Putin said Moscow was willing to pay $1 billion from frozen U.S. assets in the U.S. to support the Palestinian people, state media said. France declined to join. Shocker. Britain said on Thursday it was not joining at the present. China has not yet said whether it will do so. Join. Okay, if you join now, it's $1 billion, but that's our discount code. if you don't join within a month, bro, it's going to go up to 5 billion. So it's expiring at the end of the month. You better hurry up. The board's creation was endorsed by United Nations Security Council resolution as part of Trump's Gaza peace plan. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that handsome face. Look at this absolute Chad. The Board of Peace. It says U.S. President Donald Trump holds up a signed charter of the Board of Peace as he takes part in a charter announcement for his Board of Peace initiative. Okay, this is kind of a long article. All right, well, I guess we have a new UN forming here, people. That's interesting. All right, we got any new breaking news on X that we can see here? Okay, today's news. Let's see what today's news is. Virginia Democrats. I'm in Virginia. I'm cooked. Okay, so we got Intel coming up soon. So I have Intel's investor relations page here. So we're going to have to keep refreshing it until market close because they obviously haven't uploaded their results yet. Yep. Latest financial results, Q3 2025 for the quarter ended September 27, 2025. So we got to wait for their earnings to come out. We'll check it out. Other earnings today at the close. Let's see. Anything that stands out. Intel, Intuitive Surgical. I've never heard anybody talk about that company. I have zero interest in that company. Anything else exciting? No, I don't see anything exciting reporting today. Kind of a boring week, except for Intel. Inkwell. All right, we'll do some member-only comments, and then about 10 minutes out, 5 minutes out, we will stare at the chart. We will stare at the chart of Intel and see what happens. Bobo, for real, for real. All right, who called me? Opportunities, either tax pressure. Is somebody calling me for a job? Yeah, I just quit my job. I want another job. Yeah. Patrick Gasm. I guess these are like emojis or something. I can't see them on my end. Strongman, I sent you an email now. Keep it between us, brother. All right, I'm not going to read it out loud. I'll check it out. Did Gil email me? He did. I'm really sorry to hear that, man. I hope everything's okay. That's really unfortunate news. I wish you no ill will. I really don't. Okay, that's a bad thing to happen. But yeah, man. I mean, if you got to take some time away, I don't blame you. I'm sure you're going to be busy with that. So I'm really sorry to hear that. I am really sorry to hear that. I don't hate you, Gil. I love you. Okay. And if you need to email me, just let me know. But yeah, that's pretty sad. Strongman, off topic. Do you do calisthenics or only lifting weights? I don't do weights, only calisthenics and running. LA Marathon done twice. I lift and I run. I alternate. I lift one day and then I do cardio the next day. And then I lift and then I do cardio. So my cardio in the summer, I like to go running outside. In the winter, I do not like running outside. So usually my cardio in the winter is mostly doing the Stairmaster. So I'll do Stairmaster. Then the next day I'll lift. Then I'll do the Stairmaster. Then I'll lift. And if the weather magically clears up in the winter, maybe I'll go for a run. But it's freaking cold here. And then we're getting a huge snowstorm. Huge snowstorm up. And I'm going to be stuck in the house with my kids. Pray for me, boys. Intel, my Inkwell. Hope Gil is fine. Alan needs to fill the vacuum. Oh, I'm sure Alan will do his best to fill the vacuum. Nodders. Hope Gil is okay. Who serves as the vice troll in his absence? I don't know. There's always new trolls coming in. Here, let's go check out the snowstorm, and then we'll go check out. We'll wait for Intel. Let me close some of these screens. All right. We'll close Poly Market. We'll close X. We'll close the Tesla video. GDP, yes, we know, revised 0.1% higher. Board of Peace, how amazing. Okay, yes, we know Intel's reporting today. Okay, my browser is clear. Let's go check out the U.S. snowstorm. U.S. snowstorm predictions. I wonder if there's a Polymark prediction for it. Oh God, this is suck. This is gonna suck. Oh man. Watch my roof get destroyed. I'll have to spend like $90,000 to fix it. All right, let's read about the snowstorm. How is this going to impact stocks? Massive winter storm with damaging ice is in the south. Heavy snow from Texas to Northeast to affect over 230 million. All right, how much snow are we expecting to get here? Okay, I'm here in Virginia, so we are under a winter storm watch. If you're in the Midwest, you're under a winter storm warning. And if you're in, Alabama, Tennessee, you got an ice storm warning. How bad could it get? Oh, boy. Oh, I'm actually lucky. So I don't know if I could bring this up. So this is Virginia. I live in Hampton Roads. So for me, it could be moderate. That's good. Northern Virginia, I know people up there. It's going to be major. And they're having extreme snow in like Alabama, maybe a little bit of Mississippi. Georgia's going to be okay. South Kakalaki. It's got some moderate. So I'll be in the moderate. So Northern Virginia is going to get slammed. You got Louisiana, forgetting some of my states here. Oklahoma, Arkansas, Kentucky, Tennessee. They're going to be hit pretty hard. Wow. Friday, snow, sleet, and freezing rain will increase by late morning or early afternoon in the plains. Light snow will also begin in the Rockies and Central Plains by mid-afternoon. Man, when am I going to get hit? Saturday, snow, sleet, and ice could sink even a bit further south in Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, while it picks up in the mid-Mississippi and Ohio valleys, Kentucky, Tennessee, West Virginia, and Virginia. Snow, sleet, and ice. Any cities I'm near? Albuquerque, Dallas, Charlotte, Raleigh, not too far from here. Oh, boy. Saturday night, this wintry mess may sag even further south towards parts of southeast Texas. Cities affected: Houston, Dallas, Oklahoma City, Charlotte, Richmond. I'm pretty close to Richmond, DC. I am so cooked. I'm cooked. Yeah. I have to keep these freaking kids entertained. All right, we got about 12 minutes till market close. Interesting stuff there. Very scary. Didn't Enron have weather futures? I don't know. 75 degrees outside. Not here. What's the weather here? Let's see. What is the weather here? Yeah, I didn't work out today. I worked out like a couple days in a row. Well, it's actually like 58 right now. Tomorrow, it's going to be 48 to 24 to 48. Saturday and Sunday are when we're going to get hit. But yeah, Saturday's going to be cold. Saturday's going to get to a low of 22, high of 32. And then Sunday, low of 32, high of 44. Oh, it's going to be cold all week. This just needs to. Can winter end already? Lord help us. Dang, sounds like Gil lost a parent or close family member based on Strongman's reaction. Hope you're okay, Big Gil. If that's what it was, same happened to me, Mom, in 2023. Yeah, pretty unfortunate when that happens. All right, let's go look at the mock. Let's go look at the stock market, bro. Oh, I got to pull up Intel again. Intel Investor Relations. Excuse me. All right, let's go check out the stoink market. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so stocks are still up about 0.5% or a little bit more, depending on what index you like. Biggest winner today is small caps. All-time highs. All-time highs for small caps. All-time highs for international. Lovely year for international stocks. Crypto still in the red, but nothing crazy. Crypto's had a bad year and a half, maybe. Large cap tech, the only one down is Netflix. We knew that. Meta's still go. Why did Meta go up today? Meta jumps 5%. Let's see what this news article says. Okay. Inflation. In mega cap tech, Meta Platforms jumped more than 5% after Jefferies flagged what it called an attractive valuation discount. Okay. Earnings movers were active. Procter & Gamble surged 3.9% after reporting stronger than expected earnings. GE slid 5.8% despite topping estimates. Freeport McMoran, never heard of that in my life, fell 3%. Abbott Labs plunged 10% after quarterly sales missed forecast. Ooh, it's a pretty good summary. I like this. See, isn't Webull just awesome? I mean, if you want to be like more serious, Webull's not bad. But I can't swipe up for my stocks. Nah. All right, Tesla's rallying even harder. Now it's up 4.1% based off a freaking clownish video that Elon posted. Wow. All right, so most of large cap tech's in the green except for Netflix. Let's see, commodities. Silver's up 3.7%. Gold's still up about 2%. Just keeps going up. Chips. All right, Intel. Wow. When's the last time Intel was trading at this price? So the last time Intel was trading at this price was in April of 2021. I mean, hey, if you had bought the dip down here, you would have done pretty good. I'm sure you all did. So most of the chip stocks are up, led by ASML at all-time highs, it looks like. Yep, all-time highs for ASML. God, look at Micron. Crazy freaking chart. AMD. Buy the dip when it dips, bro. It just goes up. Qualcomm not at all-time highs, trading it actually pretty significantly off all-time highs. Wow. All right, I'm going to go potty real quick, and then Intel should be up very shortly. I will be right back. Hold your britches, people. Get excited.
Man, fuck Jeremy LaFave. Man, fuck Jeremy. I think it's time we put down in the grave. I think it's time we put up in the round. He was the biggest name. Planet 13. Planet 13. Got him thinking that it's the next one's thinking it's gonna have to sell his Teslas and it's gonna have to sell his Teslas and it's gonna bitch. You're real lucky. Your morals are yucky. $60 a yucky. Some sucker brings it ducky. Making a few thousand monthly. You think Robin Dazzle lovely. Saving things funny. Financial education money. Chronic mental education. Fuck that noise. Listen to my proclamation. Listen to my proclamation. Strong man, that's my wicked. Strong man, that's my wicked. Strong man, that's my wicked. Strong man, that's my wicked.
All right, back just in time. All right. Oh, Intel's now in the green. Intel's now in the green. It's flat. Oh, it's going up a little bit. We got just over 5 minutes left till market close. All right, let's see if there's any news on Intel. Okay, Intel stock slips as Samba Nova deal stalls. Okay. Top analyst weighs in on Intel. Tip ranks. I don't want to do that. No, thank you. Intel options imply 7.2% move in share price post earnings. Tip ranks again? Why does it keep linking me to tip ranks? Here's what Wall Street says about Intel. Okay. Okay. Well, let's hang out. Let's just hang out. We're just going to stare at this chart. Oh, God. Yep. Intel's definitely rallying into the close. I actually felt less tired today. The first 2 days of doing this, I was freaking tired. I just had to adapt to being on live streams. Because I usually don't stream more than 2 hours a day, especially when I had a job before I became an unemployed loser like I am now. But I was pretty smoked the first 2 days, and maybe working out had something to do with it. But today I feel pretty good, and I think I've really figured out my schedule. I kind of like the schedule. Start the market open. Say probably about, I think I'm going to do 8:45. I had some apple juice last night, so I actually slept in a little bit this morning. But I'd ideally like to start the market open at 8:45 so I can get done about 10 o'clock at the latest. Go work out, have lunch, come back, Daily Clown Report at 12. In that, have some time to do other stuff, clean my bathroom, and then start this at I think 3 o'clock's good. Maybe if there's lots of earnings that people want to cover, I could start this at 3:30, but I think on just a normal day, 3 o'clock's good. So you go for about an hour, the market closes, you take final questions or comments from people, and then you're done. Then I get to cook dinner, and then we get to do the e-begging stream afterwards. Oh, please give me money, please. All right, so let's see. Anything else interesting on here? Any YouTuber stocks going crazy today? PP Pills up 5.5%. That's Hims. I've never had a use for PP Pills, but I don't know. Maybe I should indulge myself. See what happens. Has anybody else use PP Pills before? Do they actually really make a difference? I'm just so masculine. I don't need them, bro. Here, let's look at this markets tab. Mostly green today. Okay. Wow. Fascinating. IPOs. Oh. All right, we got 2 minutes to market close. Got some IPOs coming up. I don't recognize any of these. Jaguar Uranium Group, Hill House Frontier Holdings, Seahawk Recycling Holdings. These are all clownish penny stocks. Pix S Limited, Bimergen Energy. Wow, these are amazing. Upcoming ones. Let's see. York Space Systems. Wow. BRB Food, Be Right Back Foods. Yeah, these all look like clown stocks to me, to be perfectly honest. DeFi Development Corporation. Oh, I that's a stock I would buy, bro. DeFi. Wow. Yeah, I got to explore this more. There's just so much data on here. It's there's so much you can do on Webull. All right, here we go. We're going to do the countdown. You guys ready? I'm so excited. I'm shaking uncontrollably. Intel. Oh. I hope it collapses just to see people panic. All right, we got 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Oh, is it gonna be up or down for the day? Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. We got a little bit of movement after hours for Intel, 0.13% up. A little bit of positive buying pressure there. Let's see. Let me check X to see if there's any people posting about Intel earnings. Hold on. We type in the ticker. I'm going to need to have two. Whoa! Whoa! Intel's down about 6%. What's going on here? Oh! Can I not see the candles? Do we have candles here? I can't see the candles. Does it just show the end of the day? This is lame. All right, so Intel's down about 5% in the aftermarket, trading at 51.55. That's not good, people. Okay, now it's recovering a little bit. No, it's not. All right, so it's down. Well, maybe the earnings dropped. Let's go check out the earnings. All right, let me refresh this. Here it is. Here it is. All right. January 22nd, 2026. That's today at 4:01 p.m. Intel reports fourth quarter and full year 2025 financial results. We have a bearded man drawing here. All right. Are we sharing? All right. We're sharing. We're sharing. Fourth quarter revenue was $13.7 billion, down 4% year over year. Very impressive. You know, we're in like the AI revolution. Chips are everything, bro. Revenue's down 4%. Full year revenue was $52.9 billion, flat year over year. Year over year comparisons have not been adjusted for deconsolidation of Altera in the third quarter of 2025. Fourth quarter earnings or loss per share attributable to Intel was they had a loss per share of 12 cents. Non-GAAP earnings per share was positive 0.15. Full year EPS was negative 6 cents per share. And non-GAAP, which is always magically better, was 42 cents a share. Forecasting first quarter 2026 revenue of $11.7 billion to $12.7 billion. Expecting first quarter EPS attributable to Intel of negative 21 cents. What's that growth rate? Like, hold on, stock analysis. So they're forecasting between 11.7 to 12.7 billion. That's pretty broad guidance. Let's look at Intel. Intel, my inkwell. All right. So first quarter 2025, they had 12.66 billion of revenue, and their forecast could be they're forecasting either a drop or a slight increase in revenue. Slight increase. EPS forecast of negative 0.21. What was their EPS in the first quarter of last year? Negative 0.19. All right, so their earnings per share is forecasted to drop year over year, and their revenue will probably be lower year over year. Our conviction in the essential role of CPUs in the AI era continues to grow, says Lip Bhutan. Love that name. We delivered a solid finish to the year. Yeah, very solid, bruh. And made progress on our journey to build a new Intel. The introduction of our first products on Intel 18A, the most advanced process technology developed and manufactured in the United States, I'm sure, marks an important milestone. Our priorities are clear: sharpen execution, reinvigorate engineering excellence, and fully capitalize on the vast opportunity AI presents. Yes, you're totally capitalizing being down on revenue 4% year over year. We exceeded Q4 expectations across revenue, gross margin, and EPS, even as we navigated industry-wide supply shortage. And there must have been low expectations, said the CFO. We expect our available supply to be at its lowest level in Q1 before improving in Q2 and beyond. Demand fundamentals across our core markets remain healthy. Oh, very healthy. All right, so here's some more metrics. So revenue's down 4% year over year. Gross margins down 3.1%. R&D spending and General and admin expenses are down 14%. Operating margin up 1.3%. Wow. And net income of negative 600 million for the fourth quarter versus negative 100 million the prior year. Not too good. Not too good. For the full year results, revenue was flat, slight improvement in gross margins, cutting R&D and management, general and admin expenses. Operating margin negative 4.2% for the full year 2025. Not good. All right, we got the business unit summary. Let's see. Intel Products, Client Computing Group, revenue of $8.2 billion, down 7% year over year. Data center and AI up 9%. Wow, something's up on Intel. That's shocker. But I mean, data center, AI revolution, you're only up 9%. Let's see. Intel Foundry up 4% year over year. All other down 48%, which means total net revenue is down 4%. So the biggest loser was the Client Computing Group, which is the majority of their revenue, and slightly compensated by an increase in data center and AI revenue up 9%. Business highlights. Intel unveiled the Intel Core Ultra Series 3 processor family, the company's first AI PC platform on the Intel 18A process technology, designed and manufactured in the United States. Intel Core Ultra Series 3 is expected to power more than 200 designs from leading global original equipment manufacturers. Wow. Intel and Cisco announced a collaboration on an integrated platform for distributed AI workloads. Powered by the Intel Xeon X6 system on chip, Cisco Unified Edge brings compute, networking, storage, and security closer to where data is generated, enabling real-time AI inferencing. Okay. Intel 18A ramped up to high-volume manufacturing in Arizona and Oregon, reinforcing Intel's position as the only company undertaking research, design, and development of leading-edge and next-gen semiconductor manufacturing technologies. TSMC's clapping your cheeks. Intel strengthens its leadership. Okay, some leadership changes. The sale of $5 billion of Intel common stock to NVIDIA was completed. What do they call it? A circle jerky? Further strengthening the company's balance sheet. We'll go see their balance sheet. Okay, they gave their guidance. They're basically guiding for either a revenue decline and gross margins, horrible gross margins compared to their prior gross margins. And they're guiding for a loss of 21 cents per share in the next quarter. They just have a hard time. Let me go look at their balance sheet. How much cash we got here? All right, so as of December 27, 2025, Intel's got $14.2 billion of cash. That's an increase from $8.2 billion last year. $23 billion of short-term investments versus $13 billion. And accounts receivable of $3.8 billion. Inventories are actually down slightly to $11.6 billion versus $12.1 billion. So they have a lot of liquidity. Look at that. $63 billion of mostly cash, short-term investments, and receivables. Other current assets, I guess it's like prepaids or something. Short-term liabilities, $31 billion. Yeah, they've got a lot of cash. They're right. A lot of short-term investments. Long-term investments, let's see. Property, plant, and equipment. You see, you would think they'd be building out all this infrastructure, right? So property, plant, and equipment last year was $107 billion. Now it's $105 billion. Okay, I mean, yeah, property, plant, and equipment goes down net with depreciation. But you would think with like a huge AI build-out, they would be increasing their property, plant, and equipment. Equity investments, this is companies that they have significant influence in but don't control outright. About a $3 billion bump there. I wonder how much that gave them in profit on their income statement. Hold on. Gain and losses on equity investments. They actually had some losses on their equity investments. Basically, how it works is if you have partial ownership of a company, their losses or gains flow into your income statement, and you adjust your investment accounts based off that. So the most recent quarter, their investments lost $97 million, or their portion was $97 million. Let's see, interest and other. So they have $580 million of operating income, and then they have interest expense of $145. That's about 25% of their operating income is being consumed by interest. Okay. All right. What's their debt load? Debt went from 46 billion down to 44 billion. Okay. Shareholders' equity. Wow. So common stock and capital in excess of par value. They have 4,994 shares. I guess that's in millions, maybe, compared to 4,330. So their share count in 1 year increased by 15%. That's pretty significant dilution. Wow. Okay, here's their statement of cash flows. Gains, losses on divestitures. Okay, well, that definitely distorted their earnings. So you subtract out any gains on your statement of cash flows because it's a non-cash expense or non-cash income or revenue. Okay. So operating cash flow was positive $9.6 billion for the current year compared to $8.2 billion. I guess that's a slight improvement. A significant drop in additions to property, plant, and equipment. For the last year, it was $14.6 billion. The year before that, it was $23.9 billion. So they've slowed down on capital expenditures. And they have negative free cash flow. Look at that. $9.6 billion of operating cash flow and negative $14.6 billion of spending on property, plant, and equipment. Let's hope that works out for them. Let's see. For financing, they paid off $3.75 billion of debt, and they got about $13 billion of cash from issuing shares and from employee equity incentive plans. So, partner contributions. What is this? Yeah, not too hot. Not too hot. Not too hot at all. All right, let's see what the stock's doing. Yeah, Intel's down 7% in the aftermarket now, trading at $50.35. Well, I don't know what to say about that one. All right, let's do some member-only comments, and then we're going to close this up because Daddy has to make dinner. All right. I do member-only comments. You don't like that? Call a lawyer. Man, we got a lot of comments. We'll start here. I re-injured my elbow lifting. I need to take... Yep, you don't lift heavy, dude. We're old. I'm going to be back to even if Bitcoin drops back to 87K. I know I have 2 confirmed 2X positions in my TFSA. Don't know what any of those are. Strong man about to blast a power dookie. I could not dookie that fast unless it was like a... one you didn't have to wipe. Wow, you played the vid twice somehow. What video? I did? This must be the house mix. All-time highs today. If we get the storm, strongman sledding stream for me. No, I'll have my kids. It's going to be, I'm going to try to at least take them outside. Intel's probably crap because of their biggest presence in Oregon. Oregon is bad for business. I could see that. Horny goat weed will have you donged all day. I should try that out. I used the V. I was a super you-know-what freak, and now I have my son. Doctor said I couldn't have kids, but I did. Fun times. Wow. Man, interesting stuff. No PP pills for me. Who knows what side effects? Yeah, but you got to make your woman happy, bro. That's all that matters is her happiness. Nothing else, right? VT beats again, of course, Ryu. I didn't need the V, but to go literally all night was fun. Oh, interesting. Man, I feel like I'm missing out here. I think Intel employs more people than Nike in Oregon unless their recent layoffs flip the two. I would not work for Intel. I would not work for Intel. This is a safe space. Be comfortable with sharing your cheek stories. Intel down 5%. Now it's at 7% down. Okay. Not very good, Intel. Ricky Gutierrez has the ultimate grift. Bring up a chart, goes from current levels to highs, then says you can make X amount. Sells a course and trades 1 to 2 stocks over and over. Hey, you can fool the clowns pretty easy. Intel, my butt smell. I like it. You will own VT and you will be happy. I like that phrase. You will own VT and you will be happy. All right, guys, that's it. Daddy's got some dinner to cook. Like, subscribe. Consider joining as a member to support the channel. Also, consider booking a free, and I mean free, 30-minute tax consultation with me. I am a certified public accountant and would gladly do your business and or personal taxes. Any state in the United States. You could talk to me for free. I give you upfront fixed quotes, and I'll do your taxes like a boss. You can book a free 30-minute consultation in the pinned comment below at the conclusion of this live stream. And I encourage you to do so. Cheers.